Hi everyone, Jen Roque here at stampcampwithjen.com. I am an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator in Summerfield, Florida, and thank you so much for joining me for my weekly Facebook Live. Don't mind the no makeup and the messy hair. We're on Christmas break here. My son's been off for about a week and he's got about another week to go. We're about halfway through, so I've just been kind of relaxing. We had a great time with friends and family, mostly family over Christmas break. It was really nice. My husband had a nice 3-day weekend from work and we just had a great time. So I hope you guys all had a really great Christmas break too. As you're joining in, please say hi. Let me know, how your Christmas break was, where you're joining me from, or just say hello, either one. I just love hearing from you guys. So I have a really fun project today. We're going to be using a bunch of new stuff that's coming out next week when Celebration and the new January through June catalog launch on Tuesday, January 4th. You'll be able to order all these products. There's one punch pack that we're using that's current, and then everything else is brand new. So it's going to be really fun. So just remember, Tuesday, January 4th is when all that stuff goes live. So I'll go ahead and flip the camera over so that we can go over, just a few reminders, and then we'll launch right into the project. It's really, really easy and really fun here. So, all right, so let me switch everything around. Try not to give anything away when I switch my camera around here. All right, so I'm gonna turn my other little light on. Okay, so just a few things to remind everybody. If you haven't taken advantage of it yet, the last chance products are still going on. Hi Roberta, thanks for joining me tonight. So last chance products are going on until Monday, January 3rd is the last day you'll be able to get anything. So if you haven't gone in and looked around and gotten any of the retiring favorites that you've been hoping for, you might still have a chance if they're not already sold out. Last chance products are usually while supplies last or until January 3rd, whichever happens first. So be sure to check that out if you haven't already, and get your retiring favorites before they go away, okay? The next thing I want to remind you guys is my product shares. You have until this Saturday, January 1st, to sign up for product shares if you'd like to participate in those. If you go to stampcampwithjen.com, you can get all the details. Barb, good evening. 12 below zero. Oh my goodness, Barb. Stay warm, my friend. Bundle up. I hope you have a fireplace or something. You need one in North Dakota, I bet. All right, so January through June catalog shares, product shares from the mini catalog. I have a ribbon share going on. I'm doing the ribbon share is $18, and then if you need shipping, it's $5 shipping. The paper share is $48 and $8.50 for shipping, and then the deluxe share is the ribbon and the paper share. This is the best deal. It's $65 and $8.50 for shipping, but you get the paper and the ribbon share, you get a surprise free gift, and you get to pick your $50 celebration item. So that's always the best option price-wise. You get the best bang for your buck. But this Saturday, January 1st, is the last day to sign up for that. So if you guys want to participate, please contact me by Saturday. And a product share, I've had a few people ask me what that is. It's basically like a sampling of the different papers or ribbons. So sometimes it's just so expensive to buy all those complete packs. So what I do is I divide, like the paper shares are divided, the packs are divided into 4s basically. So you get a quarter of the paper shares. And then the ribbon, I actually divide them by 5. So you'll get like about 2 yards of ribbon or twine, depending on what it is. And it's just a cheaper, more cost-effective way to kind of get a little bit of everything. So that's the best way to do it. And something I did want to point out too is really pay attention if you're kind of shopping around through different demonstrators to see what the best deal is, because not everybody offers the same amount of things. And what I mean by that is, like, I offer so many different ribbons, and it's a total of 18 yards, so it's $18. Well, you might see another demonstrator that offers, hers is $12, but she only offers like 14 yards of ribbon because she does different ones. So all the demonstrators, if you are looking around at product shares, they can vary. Like they do include different papers or different embellishments or things like that. So really pay attention to that fine print when you're selecting your product shares, okay? And then the last thing I want to remind everybody of is bingo. If you're local to Summerfield, Florida, and you can join us for bingo, I really hope that you will. It's a lot of fun. We are going to be doing this on Saturday, January 29th at the local VFW in Bellevue. I'm an Air Force veteran, so I get a special rate when I rent out their bingo hall over there, and they're just really nice, and I love the camaraderie over there, so I like to use it, and it's real close to my house too, so if I forget anything, I can just zip down the road and go get it. But it's a lot of fun. We're going to have prizes from the brand new catalog, swag bags, with little freebies in it. I'm going to do prize patrol, which is basically where I'll give everybody a different number as they come in, and if I call their number throughout the night, then they'll get like another little prize for free. So it's a lot of fun, a lot of chance to get home or to take home free stuff. Everybody will at least get something for free because they'll get that little swag bag. Plus you'll get a $5 coupon to use towards an order if you place an order while you're there. So be sure to bring your wish list if you are joining us for bingo so that you can place an order and use that coupon before you leave. So it is a lot of fun, Roberta. We had a great time. Roberta was with us last time. She can vouch for it. It's a good time. And then in between the bingo games, we make cards too. So I will come up with a couple different card designs, very simple. Everything will be pre-cut and you just put it together, maybe do a little stamping. And it's a great time to really just kind of relax, get to play with some of the new products and socialize. And the guy, the VFW, they have their own bingo caller and he does a fantastic job too. So if you'd like to sign up, the cost is $45 and you have until Saturday, January 8th. So not this upcoming Saturday, but the next Saturday to let me know if you'd like to join us and to pay. So, okay. And then the big thing I want to remind you guys of is don't forget Celebration and the mini catalog start Tuesday, January 4th. I thought I had a Celebration catalog over here. I don't think so, but I do have the regular catalog. So the stuff, many of you probably got the catalogs from me that I sent in the mail to you if you received one, if you've ordered through me in the last year or so. So this catalog and the little Celebration brochure that I sent with it, you can start earning those freebies from Celebration and ordering products from this catalog beginning next Tuesday, January 4th, okay? So don't forget, make sure to get your wish list ready and get ready to order and get those freebies, okay? All right, so today we are going to make this cute little Valentine's box, and this box is a new product that Stampin' Up! Came out. It holds little treats inside. I was able to fit, I couldn't get Valentine's candy yet because it's still a little early, but I put Hershey Nuggets in here and I was able to get about 5 of them in here. So I actually went to the dollar store, which I was joking is the $1.25 store now because they've upped their prices to $1.25. And I went a couple weeks ago and I asked the lady, I knew it was a long shot and she probably wouldn't have any, but I asked the cashier and she kind of looked at me and was like, can we get through Christmas first before we get, because she's like, I'm pretty sure we might have gotten a shipment of Valentine's candy, but she was just like, let's get through Christmas first before I go digging for Valentine's candy, which I totally understand. So, all right. So I'm going to show you how to make this box. It's really fun. So this uses almost everything from the Sweet Talk suite, which is on page 9 of this mini catalog. I can't open the catalog to show you, but if you have your catalog handy, turn to page 9 and that's where you'll see the Sweet Talk suite that has all the products that we're going to be using today. The only products that aren't in that catalog that I'm using is this heart punch pack that's from the annual catalog. I'll turn it over so it's easier to see. So it's got a solid shaped heart and a scallop shaped heart. And this is a pack of 2 punches that you get in the annual catalog, okay? It's called the Heart Punch Pack. So this is from the annual catalog. Everything else that we're using is from that suite on page 9 that I was telling you about, okay? So these sweet little boxes, the sweet little boxes, that's the item number 157628 right there. They come in a pack of 10. And just like, I don't know if you guys remember those Tombstone treat boxes that we used back in the fall, just like those, these sweet little boxes come with adhesive already on it. And I just think that's so smart that Stampin' Up! Started doing that, because this adhesive is really strong too. It has a really good hold. So I really like that they did that, and I hope that they keep coming out with products like that. I think that's a great idea. So there's 10 boxes in this package for $10. So they're $1 a piece, and they are food safe, it says in the catalog, okay? So you'll notice there's like a matte finish on this side, and then this side is more, it's probably hard to see in this video, but this is more of like a shiny side. So the shiny side goes on the inside, because this is, like I said, it's food safe, so you want the shiny side on the inside. And I guess with the matte side you could stamp on it. I haven't tried to do that just yet, but I believe you can, you know, stamp on it, because it's more like a consistency or a texture like paper. So I'm going to go ahead and just, actually I don't even need to burnish with my bone folder. I'm just going to fold over here on all my score lines. And I'm putting, like I said, I'm putting the shiny side inward. And then I like to, like I did with this box, I have the opening towards the front. That's where I put the paper in. And then I tuck the tab in behind that paper, okay? So we're gonna go ahead and I'm gonna use my little spatula end here on my Take Your Pick tool to kind of wiggle under that backing for the tape. And it's probably better to try to do it one at a time. So I'm going to fold this little tab inside. So you have the tab on the inside, and then there's my tape layer. And then I'm going to kind of line that edge up with the crease, with this crease here. I'm going to line that up. And then adhere that seam right there, okay? Oops. And then I'm going to do the same thing on this side. I'm going to take this tape off. And I put the box together before adding the paper, because to me it was a little bit easier to line the paper up with the box already put together. So I'm going to put that tab on the inside, and then again we're going to fold the side that has the tape down and line it up against that crease in there, okay? Line it up where that score line is, and then kind of tuck it down. And I'm going to make sure it's straight on the bottom before I adhere it there. There we go. See? And then you just close it up. And you got your box. Okay? So I'm going to put my paper right here that I grabbed. This is from, open my catalog so I can refer to the different papers here. This paper is the Sweet Talk 12 by 12 designer series paper. It's also got this fun little candy design on the background. Hi Diana from North Carolina, or Eastern North Carolina in the 70s. Oh, it's been nice here too. Like Roberta said, in Florida it has been in the 80s. It's been nice. I've been out in shorts and t-shirt. Okay, so this piece is 2.5 by 3.5, okay? So 2.5 by 3.5, and that size fits just right on that front. It might be a little teeny bit over on the top, but that's not a big deal, okay? So it fits like almost perfectly right on the front like that, okay? So we're just gonna take a little bit of Seal. You can really use anything. You could use glue, Seal Plus, It really doesn't matter. And I'm gonna adhere that right to the front. And kind of line it up best I can. There we go. And you could wrap it all around the box, but I was doing this for class and I wanted to make sure I had enough paper, and I didn't really see the point in wrapping it all the way around the box. You really just need it for the front for the decoration. So, all right. So the next thing, I've already, actually, we had so many pieces of this paper in class that we had extra embossed pieces. Let's see if you can see that there. Yep. This is the gingham embossing folder that is also in that Sweet Talk Suite on page 9 of your catalog. And that's number 2 if you're looking on page 9. And I just love that little pattern, so I use that for my little heart there. So one thing I do want to mention, so yep, so this is it, that gingham embossing folder. There's the name right there, and the number for you to order is right down there. There's the product number, okay? So I don't know if you guys have ever noticed this, but there is this little line on your embossing folder right here. So especially if you're trying to line up your paper so that the pattern lines up evenly on your paper, you use that little line to line up whatever paper you're embossing. You line it up against that line, and if you do that, it'll make sure that you have an even embossed image on whatever paper you're trying to emboss. So I thought that was a cool little trick somebody taught me a couple years ago, and I always try to bring that up whenever I see somebody in class, or whenever I teach things in class. I try to tell people about that. A lot of people don't know that. So, all right. So for the white on our example here, we need to take this scalloped punch, and we're just going to punch out a basic white piece here, okay? And then with our embossed real red, we're going to take the straight line, the solid heart here, and we're just going to punch one of those hearts out, okay? All right, and then I will go ahead and use a little bit of liquid glue. I like liquid glue for stuff like this because it gives you a chance to kind of wiggle it around if you need to, if it doesn't sit exactly how it's supposed to. Oh, I think my nephew might be watching me today. He was so funny. A couple weeks ago, I did a Facebook Live, and my sister texted me afterwards, and she said, Jalen, my nephew, asked her, Mom, why does Aunt Jen have all those supplies on her desk, but she's not using any of them? And I thought that was so funny. Then I called him, and he was like, Aunt Jen, that project was so cool. He was like so impressed. He's 5, and he was so sweet. I said, well, if you ever come visit, you can come be my special little guest when I do a Facebook Live. How about that? And he just thought that was so cool. So, all right, so I have my stamp out. This is also from page 9. This is the Sweet Conversation stamp set, and we are using this Happy Valentine's Day stamp, okay? And it comes with the dies too. The dies are really the only thing in this whole suite that we're not using today. So I took, so you guys wouldn't have to watch me die cut a little rectangle. I took the smallest rectangle from the Stitched Rectangles dies that's right here, and I die cut the rectangle out already. It's definitely easier to stamp first and then die cut, but for the purposes of time and you not having to watch me run a die cut through an embossing machine, I just went ahead and die cut it, and we'll see how this goes. So it's a photopolymer stamp, so you can kind of line it up really well and then just stamp down. And I was able to line it up right there in the middle. And this is Highland Heather ink that we're using to stamp, and that coordinates with the paper. So Highland Heather. Okay. And then again, I'm going to take a little bit of glue, and you'll notice in the example, it kind of pops out a little bit over the heart. So I'm not going to put the glue all the way to the edges, just kind of in the center there, just a little bit, just a little line there. And then I will glue that to the center of the heart. I just thought this was so cute, and this would be a great thing to make a bunch of these for like a church group or a bunch of neighbors. The stitch, oh Roberta, I'm glad you told me. Oh no, the stitched rectangles aren't currently available. Okay, if they're not, let me measure this size so I can tell you what you need to cut it down to. Thank you so much, Roberta, for telling me that. I was not aware. So if you cut, I will make a note of that too. So this is 2 1/4 by, we'll say 1/2 inch, or no, 2 1/2 by 1/2 inch. So if you cut a 2 1/2 by a 1/2 inch strip, or just find a little 1/2 inch strip and then just cut the ends, you can do that as well. Oh, that makes me so sad, Roberta. I'm so glad you told me though. I really like those. When they do become available, I highly recommend getting these. I used all the stitch dies, anything with stitching on it, I use it all the time. This is a good investment. I think they'll be around for a really long time. So once you are able to get them again, definitely think about investing in these, okay? Oh man, that's a bummer. Okay. So the next thing we're gonna do is take this Real Red. This is another new item from page 9. This is the Faux linen ribbon. It's 3/8 inch, and I love the linen ribbon because whenever you have to try to make a bow, it makes it so much easier to tie because it doesn't slip or anything like that. So we're gonna go ahead and tie a bow around here. Now I did, for class, measure this out, and I think it was about 16 inches of ribbon if you measure it out and cut it. I'm gonna do that right now so I can tell you if that's true or not. I believe it was 16 inches that we used. And then we just wrap it around the box here. And I'm gonna have to make a note to go on there because as demonstrators, we can go in and see like the inventory status of items that aren't available, and they give you an estimate of when it should become available and what they call the inventory status report. So I'll see if I can go in and get an estimate of when Stampin' Up! Thinks they'll have them back in stock. All right, there we go. It's not too bad there. Yeah, so about, this is 16 inches. You might want to do more like 18 inches just to make sure you have enough ribbon. But 16 wasn't bad. We're just going to angle the ends. But if you tie the bow on the edge of the box like that, you'll be able to get it to line up with the side. You'll have to look for that. Yes, Roberta. So if you go, for demonstrators, if you go onto your demonstrator website and you go under ordering at the top, and then there, under ordering, there should be something that says inventory status report. You click on that and it'll show you stuff that's not available, and to the right it'll have an estimated date that it becomes available, okay? So definitely look for that, and if you have any issues, let me know and I'll help you with it. These are one of my new favorite embellishments. They're gorgeous. They're called the Iridescent Rhinestone Basic Jewels. They're so pretty. They have like a red and a purple. You're welcome, Roberta. A red and purple and yellow. I was blown away when I saw these in person, because with many things, it's pretty in the catalog, but it's even more pretty when you see it in person. All right, so this last little flourish here, we're gonna get our take your pick tool, and I'm gonna use this little putty tip here, and I'm gonna grab a bigger, there's a smaller size and a bigger size. We're gonna take the bigger one and pop it up here on the top left, and then I'm gonna take the smaller gem and put it down here on the bottom right. And then to finish our box, all we're gonna do is take some dimensionals, one of my favorites, and put 2 on the top little loops and 1 on the bottom little corner there. a little point at the bottom of the heart. And then I'm just gonna center it right over. So the Happy Valentine's Day will kind of cover the ribbon a little bit, but you'll see it kind of poke out on the side. So how cute is that? I wanted to make these early so that if you guys want to make something like this for Valentine's Day, you can order it right away. I foresee this going out of stock quickly, so these are such cute little boxes, and these are great for Valentine's Day. So I wanted to make them for my class, especially so that people could have a chance to see them, and if they like them, order them in time to make them for Valentine's treats for their friends and neighbors and church mates and things like that. So all right, guys, well, I hope you've enjoyed this little sneak peek of the new products and enjoyed this little project that I created. If you have any questions at all, please feel free to contact me anytime. You can email me at stampcampwithjen@gmail.com. If you have any questions about products, don't forget that these new products will be available Tuesday, January 4th. That's when you'll be able to start ordering them. The Heart Punch Pack is available now. That's from the annual catalog. And then I was just informed that these stitched rectangle dies are currently unavailable, but I will definitely go in and look that up and find out when they're supposed to come back, be back in stock, so that you guys have that out on your radar as well. So if you need any of the products for today's project, please order them through me, Jennifer Roque. I appreciate your business. Oh, one other thing I wanted to mention real quick is if you're a newsletter subscriber, you'll see it on Friday. If not, you'll see it on Saturday on the 1st of the month. I always post my free gift details for the month, and I'm going to do something a little different where I'm going to have 3 different options for you to choose from. So you will look at, there will be 3 different items in the picture, and those are the 3 options that you'll have to choose from this month, or in January, excuse me. So you'll use my host code if your order is under $150. If your order is over $150, you don't use the host code, and you still earn Stampin' Rewards, which is like coupons towards free product, and you get the free gift for the month. So be sure to check out the newsletter on Friday and my blog on Saturday for all those details, okay? All right, guys. Well, thank you, Kay, so much. I'm glad you enjoyed it as well. Until next time, be safe and happy stamping. Bye, guys.